Hey guys, Master of Extreme 93 with part 13 of Leafgreen. In the last episode, we didn't do much, we got the HM for Flash, but now we're in Rock Tunnel and joining me today is my friend Pokemon Game Master 44.
Hey there.
We just got a quick battle against some Poke-nerd with a Cubone. I have my Crochet Nidoking, so I'm just going to spam Thrash.
Strong move, but yeah. It seems that everything when you're about battle. Battle.
I know, lots of battles in these past couple episodes, but that's because there's a lot of trainers we have to get out of the way. Not a lot of storyline going on right now, but in the next few episodes it does pick up because, spoiler alert, but part 14, we get to, I do believe, Cerulean City, and there's Team Rocket obviously to deal in that city, so a lot more interesting things happens in the coming up videos.
Yeah. I remember when I played Fire Red Leafgreen, I didn't really have Flash, so I had to go through Rock Tunnel blind.
Oh, I've done that so many times. Not just in Fire Red and Leaf Green, but in the older versions, you know, Red, Blue, and Yellow.
Yeah.
I went through it blind, like, almost every single time. I mean, back when I mentioned in a previous video, I had, like, no idea what Pokemon could even get Flash or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
And I didn't want to have to waste Flash on, like, any of my team members, because, I mean, it's a pretty pointless move to have to waste.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I found a Voltorb right outside Rock Tunnel, and I'm like, oh hey, I can just use that for Flash.
Oh, those HM slaves.
Everybody has to have at least one HM slave.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure if anybody watched my video that I posted earlier today, I'm not happy with Smogon.
I ain't either.
I am very displeased.
I think to me it's just bullcrap how they just banned both Excadrill and Thundurus.
Okay, I can kinda understand Thundurus. I mean, I can actually understand that. I've had problems with Thundurus and Wi-Fi before. Not all the time, but before.
Yeah.
And Thundurus is a popular usage because, well, use it on a rain team. It's pretty easy to use, and it's really effective.
Yeah.
My problem is Excadrill. Not because it's used a lot, because trust me, I've seen lots of Excadrills, especially on Sandstorm teams.
Yeah.
They go by percentage of usage. They should not do that. The reason for this is that no matter how many times people use Excadrill in OU, that doesn't make it any less easy to counter. Just because people use something a lot doesn't mean that it's not uncounterable. My same beef for Blaziken in OU, not OU, but in Uber. I've beaten countless Blazikens with speed boosts. In a UU or OU match where somebody or some noob like say, oh, can I use Blaziken? I don't consider it Uber, I consider it OU. And I would let that slide because I knew I could still beat it. And I do beat it every time. It's so easy to beat a Blaziken, I'm just saying.
Yeah. I remember seeing one of your videos, I think it was with Luigi, that you used Speed Boost Blaziken.
That was like one of my first ever matches, and I do believe it's because he agreed that he did not think Blaziken deserved to be Uber. So we both agreed on that type of, you know, sense.
So basically,
my problem with Excadrill is that every time I go up against an Excadrill, it's not something I worry about. I mean, I don't have a specific counter, because, I mean, I've said multiple times, a good way to counter a Blaziken is just to have something with Aqua Jet. I don't have a specific counter for Excadrill, but I'm saying I've gotten around Excadrill a lot of times. So just because people like to use it doesn't mean that it is, like, uber unstoppable. I mean, it's got its weaknesses. I mean, every Pokemon does, but I mean, it's got lots of weaknesses to where I don't think it deserves to be an uber Pokemon.
yeah. So yeah, basically the only 4 Pokemon, I believe there's only 4 that are Uber now. I think Garchomp, Speedboost, Blaziken, Excadrill, and Thundurus. I believe they're the only 4 that are pronounced Uber as of right now.
To be honest, the only Pokemon I think that deserves to be Uber who is currently, or was currently before this tier change, who was OU, who deserves to be Uber now, is, like I said, Thundurus. I can understand that. But also, Ferrothorn. Now, listen out on me for a second. People like to use Ferrothorn a lot. But I'm not going on to percentage-wise of people using Ferrothorn. I'm actually saying that people who use Ferrothorn smart or wisely, Ferrothorns can be the most annoying piece of shit to ever have to deal with. Because those things can stall the fuck out of you, they can be bulky as hell, and at the same time, they can be offensive. Those things, so many possibilities for that thing to just completely crush or ruin your strategy. Excadrill cannot do that. Excadrill's lone purpose is just to sweep. Ferrothorn can do pretty much anything. So I don't know why Ferrothorn did not get consideration for Uber.
I don't know either, but yet, sorry. Garchomp, I believe, was the first Pokemon to be Uber, and I get really angry.
Because you're a dragon fag.
I mean, it's the only thing that sets it back is 4 times weak to eyes.
I mean, yeah, everything's got its weakness. Even Uber Pokemon, it doesn't matter what it is, it's got a weakness. I'm just saying, compared to other Uber Pokemon such as Blaziken and Excadrill, they've got their checks and balances, obviously. They've got their positives and negatives. I'm just saying, I don't see why Smogon thinks putting them in OU, not OU, but in Uber is, justified, based on how easy it is to beat both of them.
Yeah.
And this goes back to a long-time hatred I've had for Smogon back in 4th Gen, because this is not just my first, oh, I can't believe Smogon did this, rant that I've gone on, because I've never liked Smogon. Never have, never will.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I believe they had a lot of Pokemon banned in 4th Gen. I believe Garchomp, Salamence.
What I really don't understand, if you actually battled any of my Mew, you probably ran into a Mew that said UU, how?
Yeah.
With question marks. That, I don't really actually understand how Mew is UU in this generation. It was Uber last generation, and nothing's changed on Mew. It still gets every single Pokemon move known to man. So why is it dropped 2 tiers?
I don't know, Smogon, I guess, they can't really
They're stupid.
Yeah.
Anyone can use a Mew effectively in almost actually any role, because it's Mew. So why would they not drop Mew at least 1 tier to OU? I guess if it's based on usage, but 2? 2 tiers? I just mind blown. I don't understand what Smogon is doing.
Do you remember that Wi-Fi battle we had that my Mew was stalling and you had that Snorlax and we were just stalling the crap out of each other?
I know, that was just so mad.
The funny part was I didn't have any moves for it, so I had no choice but to stall the hell out of you.
And in fact, I would say another Pokemon that probably deserved some type of recognition for Uber are the weather inducers, such as Ninetales and Politoed. Simply because, like I said earlier, not only are they used a lot, but they can pretty much do anything. Given I would say Ninetales is mostly for sweeping, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Ninetales is just not as well-rounded. Politoed can be defensive and offensive. Just saying. I ran into Politoads, one by Tornado Survives on YouTube. His Politoed is bulky. It's got Scold and Perish Song, so that thing is hard to take out, but at the same time, I've ran into lots of other Politoads that are very offensive, such as a Spec or Life Orb Politoad. So what I don't understand is why Politoad being used a lot on ranked teams, why is that not jumped up to Uber? Because I can tell you right now, Smogon is manipulating the tiers to what they want. They know people are going to be very, very, very pissed if they raise Politoed up to OU, or fail, to Uber. So, they're manipulating the tiers, not just based on usage or reputation, but what they want.
Yeah. You can think about it, there's other Pokemon also, Ninetales, Politoed, you said there's also Tyranitar.
Oh yeah, Tyranitar also. I love Tyranitar, I use a Tyranitar a lot, but I'm being honest, Tyranitar probably shouldn't even be OU. I'm telling you right now, Tyranitar probably be better UU. I'm not saying everything is overrated or underrated. I'm saying, in general, they have the tiers wrong. Tyranitar, in my opinion, is UU because while it has a wide variety of movesets and all that you have to deal with, it's just not too hard to have to counter the weather reducer of Sandstream. I mean, that's easily countered in many different ways. Yeah. But also, I just also think that the problem with Tyranitar is that it's almost too diverse. If that makes any sense.
Pretty sure it does.
I mean, there's just so many different movesets it can get, and the problem is that people just use Tyranitar a little too much, to where people start planning against it. You know, so many people plan against a Tyranitar, then it starts losing its value.
Yep. I think a Pokemon that should be OU, but I've seen a lot. I don't know if you agree to this, but a Pokemon I've seen a lot that I think should be OU, I think Zapdos. I've seen a lot of them.
Funny you should mention that, because I actually have not ran into a lot of Zapdoses myself. I know that one friend you have, his name is Zapdos or something.
Yeah.
I know he has a Zapdos, but other than that, I have not actually ran into a lot of Zapdoses myself. And I actually went on Cerebi one time because I thought maybe I should get a Zapdos for myself with Pokegen. I went to Cerebi to check out what moves it got, and I wasn't even really that impressed.
I know, but still, a lot of Waffle I've seen Zapdos common.
I guess Zapdos would be good if you just need like a good special attacking flying / electric type. I mean, yeah. Pretty much the only one in the game that I know of anyways, other than Emolga.
Yeah. By the way, have you like found a TMG Wi-Fi director yet?
Yeah, actually, that guy you battled recently,
Cooper's Man.
I'm actually pretty impressed with his quality of videos. The only problem is that he needs to get like a new Ace card or something like that. He needs to get like his crap together. But he said like whenever he gets all his stuff together, then he probably actually wouldn't mind being a director and all that. He commented on TMG's channel saying that he should be the new director, so I know he's excited about being a director.
Yeah.
My only problem is that I'm not sure. I mean, this is not based on him. I'm just not sure, like, if the activity level is going to be better or worse than Wiz's. I like it to be better. I hope it's better, and I'm gonna really try and push to make sure he doesn't fall asleep or anything like that. But you know how I always, become worried about stuff like, oh, you haven't posted a video like in the past week.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I have to probably go and alert all my current directors they need to start posting some crap, because it's been like 3 or 4 days since the last upload, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can battle Tanksta pretty soon. He's on right now.
Ooh, yeah, don't do that.
Why not?
Because Tanksta already has like at least one battle on the channel. Like Willie battled Tanksta already, and he posted it to the channel. So I mean, I don't want to have the same person being shown on the channel like more than twice at the very most. Okay. And even then, I mean, nah.
Alright, I'll see if I can find someone else.
I mean, if you don't have anybody on your Skype, like right now, who wants to battle, just go to Pip Nice and say, anybody want to battle?
Alright.
That usually works. Of course, you have to deal with the fact that maybe there are trolls there right now, but I mean, that's not a problem. You can just ignore them. Just like ask if anybody wants the 5th gen battle, PM me, or whatever.
Yeah.
So, to actually get on the video that's being played right now, which, like always, I always lose focus on the video. I'm just so focused, just like the most dedicated, narrator ever.
And then we get up to a rant.
I know, we get into a rant every video. That rant about Smonga was like at least 10 minutes, I'm not lying. This video, right now, we're just battling a Pidgey, level 19. I'm not mad, Fwee! Pidgeot's Whirlwind! Oh, I had PGM out there using Ember, and then used Whirlwind, and so... Well, Ivysaur got sent out, and I just finished it off with Cut, but still, fucking Whirlwind.
Whirlwind me out of there.
Alright, I'm gonna switch back into PGM, because his next Pokemon won't be able to use Whirlwind, because it's just a Rattata.
Do you remember watching like Chugga's video about that? I think it was like the cutout scene, and it had the Rattata. He thought he was safe, but he got that crit with Quick Attack.
I know, I saw that. I actually went back recently and watched all of his old Crystal videos just because they're like so awesome. And I remember saying at Zed like a few days ago, like I was watching one of his videos. I was like saying word for word what was I watching, you know?
Yeah.
And I remember watching part 1 and saying that, oh my god, it's a fat bee! I can't do his impersonation, but I was like, lols, I remember that. It's so awesome.
It fled.
It's like, what? He was so mad.
Second gen doesn't make no sense if it flees. I mean,
And then he had the problems with actually getting a Growlithe. It's like, it kept on roaring him, and he was so mad.
I believe the 4th time or something, yeah, he said it didn't really roar him, he got a crit.
And no, it's just so funny. Because it's relatable, because like crap like that happens to me all the time.
It's just bad luck, I guess.
And then like his reaction to finding a shiny coughing.
That was insane.
And it's actually ironic, because I actually remember the comments on that video. Everybody was saying 2 things. 1, he hacked. 2, you should name it Smogon. Because it's a coughing, and that's like Smogon's mascot. It's like, those were the only 2 comments that entire video. He hacked it, like with a Game Shark or something, and that he should name it Smogon. And he didn't even name it Smogon, he named it like something else. He named it Mebin or something like that. It's a type of like gas name.
Methane.
Methyl.
Methyl.
He should have named it Methyl. Oh look, Growlithe got to level 27 and now it has 69 HP.
LOL.
Oh god, trip down memory lane for Chugga Conroy. I actually unsubbed him just because all his latest uploads I'm like not watching for whatever reason. If he goes back to doing Pokemon, then I'll resub him. Like, I don't want to have like his videos in my inbox right now if it's nothing I'm watching, you know?
Yeah, I believe he's doing the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, I believe, yeah.
Exactly, I'm not watching that, so I'm not going to bother to, like, you know, have his videos be in my inbox if I don't want to watch them. I mean, I should have probably unsubbed him, like, back when he was doing Pikmin, but, I mean, I was like, yeah, I don't want to be mean, but then, like, once he actually did this Legend of Zelda, I'm like, wait, I really don't want to watch this unsub. So yeah, now we've just got our Pikachu out there, and great, one of my all-time faggiest Pokemon so far of this LP, an Oddish.
I remember seeing that, it kept freaking stun poison sleep powder.
I know, it's so annoying. Like, my top 2 faggiest Pokemon in this LP so far, Ekans and Oddish. I don't like Ekans.
Well, I really had no problem with him.
Ekans is a bitch, it keeps on poisoning my team.
Just imagine wait till it's Arbok and it has Toxic.
Oh god, and then it gets Glare too. I mean, it can paralyze you for God's sake. But yeah, we're having a good time here. I finally woke up from the sleep powder and finished off the Oddish with a quick attack.
Curse you, Oddish, for being annoying.
It seems like we're at the end of Rock Tunnel now. And we are, which is always nice that we finally get that portion of the game out of the way. Out here at Route 10, we have a few trainer battles we're not going to do right now. I'm going to skip over them because I'll just fight them off camera because I'm sure none of you care. And now we're at Lavender Town.
Ooh, how exciting.
I'm just going to heal up at the Pokemon Center because, well, obviously, after being in that cave for like 20 minutes, I know my team probably needs the healing. So for part 13 of Leafgreen, this is Mock signing out, so say bye, PGM.
Later.